Hey y'all, I just wanted to do like a chit chat style. My thoughts always come to me as I'm sitting here doing laundry, folding clothes. And I've been kind of just like reflecting. We are coming in hot. We've got about 6 weeks left of our school year. And that means that we're moving on to our 6th year of homeschool. And that's really mind-blowing to me. But it really just got me thinking about how blessed we are, how blessed I have been to, for the most part, be a stay-at-home mom for her entire life. Yes, I do work, but it's very part-time. And for the most part, like, I am here, I am doing all the things, I am still schooling her full-time, I am still managing it all. And I look back to our first year homeschooling, and I remember how stressed I was and how I bought all the things and wanted to do all the things. And I had this like thought in my head that like I had to measure up to somebody. Who that somebody was, I don't know. Maybe it was my teacher self, or my want. My want was always to be a teacher. And I had even contemplated going back to school to be a teacher before we started homeschooling. And then the vid came and kind of just changed everything. And when I look back at that, it was like meant to be. Like, we were destined to homeschool. And I have come such a long way from that girl who started homeschooling. I have evolved over time as a homeschool teacher, as a mom. I'm no longer that like overly stressed because I think that I'm not being the best teacher that I can be, because I'm her mom, and I'll always be her mom first, and teacher will always come second. And I know that I'm doing my best, and I'm doing everything that I want to do. Now, okay, but let's rephrase that. I'm doing everything that I can do right now, not everything that I want to do. But I feel like there's always going to be that can versus want, and need, and time. And time is just flying by. It's escaping us. How do I have a 10-year-old right now? How am I going to be walking into our 5th grade year in July? It feels like I'm getting into like a crunch time, but then at the same time it feels like more and more freedom is coming, because the more I homeschool, the more I let go, the more I realize things are going to get done. She's learning. She's learned a lot. She's going to learn a lot more. The more I just know that like things are going to be okay, and I'm not concerned. Sorry, my face is so itchy. I'm not as concerned about the small things anymore. But like, I know that I'm privileged, and I know that we made a tough choice to have me homeschool and to stay home and to put my time and efforts and everything I have at this. I know that not everyone can or will want to homeschool. And I just have to say this. If you're on the fence about homeschooling, if you happen to come in here at the right time and see my video and you're like, I could never do that. Look at how far you've came with your child thus far, however old they are. You have mommed your child, you have supported your child, you have done everything for them. This is like a tiny little drop in the whole big picture. Like, this part of it is like, I'm not gonna say it's easy, because we all know, if you're a homeschooler, we all know none of this is easy. But it's just a little piece of the cake. It gets easier the more you do it, and you get comfortable, and you get to experience living life with your kid. I can go on all the vacations, and we have, every time we've gone on so many trips in the last 5 years, and every trip we go on, we make it a mission to learn about the state or the place that we're going or the things that we're doing. We're always doing some kind of tour, some kind of touristy thing. And in the long run, like, we're learning, because we're always doing something to learn about something, no matter what it is. And I'm going at a time where no one else is there, so we can take our time and not have to feel rushed or bombarded by crowds. And we're constantly able to go on field trips, and unique field trips, things that you may not have gone on as a kid yourself because the opportunity never presented. I have an amazing group of friends who I know would drop anything to help me, and vice versa. They all know that I would do the same, and I could just say, hey, you know, like, I'm struggling with this topic, let's get together. Or, hey, let's not do school today, and let's just play hooky and go on a hike, or go to the beach, or whatever it may be. I feel like if I didn't sacrifice to be able to stay home and homeschool, that we wouldn't have done those things, or not nearly as often, because I'd be married to a job, working full time while my child was in school. I would never have thought like, I'm just gonna pull her out of school for this or that, because it would be more than that. It would be, I have to take off of work. So when I look back and really evaluate our homeschool, like, we've done it all right. Like, I know I've sat here and questioned many times, like, what is education, and my thoughts on where that goes. But I just have to remember, like, I'm doing all of those things. Like, we're living our best lives. We may be broke. We may be struggling to get by. But we're living. We're enjoying our life. And I'm creating a bond that I know is so unbreakable. And I'm just so lucky. Like, I'm so lucky that I get to do this, and I get to come on here and share about my life and tell you all about it and show it to you. And I love that she'll be the first person to say, oh, we homeschool, if someone asks. Or if we're out and they make a comment about school, oh, we homeschool. She never has anything negative to say. And like, she's living this like free life, because we can pick up and go whenever we want. We can do whatever we want when we want, and we have all this freedom, and it's really nice. but I'm really just reflecting on these 5 years, and I can't complain. I mean, I know I come on here and I rant and I vent and I question everything. But right now, in this moment, all I can feel is blessed. All I can feel is that I started like way down here and I feel like I'm up here. I feel so good. I feel so good about our choice. I know that it's going to continue to be a challenge. I know, but I like that. I want to be challenged. I strive better when I'm challenged. And I've got a great kid. And I'm just in awe of our experience. In awe that I could be living this life, that I didn't get to be a professional teacher, but I get to be the most important one and teach my child. Mine. Like, I taught her to read. I taught her to write. I taught her cursive. I taught her all the math that I sucked at when I was in school. Like, I did it. Me. It's a special thing. It's a really special thing. There's not a lot of things in life that you can look back on and say you've made, like, I don't know how to word it. It's just impactful. This whole experience has just been impactful, and we have been through it, y'all. Like, we have been through the ringer with her mental health, with her ADHD, with finding a balance in our medications, and we have been through it. Years that I didn't think we would complete, or weeks where I didn't think I could do it anymore. And we're in such a good spot, you guys. Like, she's thriving. And I'm finally feeling like myself. And I'm starting to feel that thrive. I still really, really am looking and hoping that I can find some work from home to be able to give her more. But things are going really good. I just can't. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I have some health things coming up. I had a CT and they saw a really large gallstone. And I also have a umbilical hernia that has started to put some pressure, weird, twisty feelings on my stomach. I have a consultation with a general surgeon this week, and it may limit me filming if I do end up going through and having surgery for just a couple weeks. I realize these are very easy procedures, but I'll probably be out for a few weeks if that's the case. And then I'm hoping that it really prevents a lot of the issues I've been having. I hope it's a solution, but just a quick little mini rambling update from me as I sit here and fold laundry and reflect on the last 5 years. Life's good, y'all. Life is good. Homeschooling has changed my life. it has changed her life for the better, and I wouldn't change it. I would go through all of that again to be where we're at now. I feel very good about next year. I feel very good about ending this year on a good note. I feel like we're finally in a good groove, in a good place. And I'm also considering year-round schooling. I might be a little crazy about that thought, but more to come. I will see you in my next one. And as always, I appreciate you. I'm so glad you watched my videos. I love that you guys are always so supportive. If you're new here, welcome. Please hit that subscribe, hit the bell. I promise to show up and ramble and talk and be relatable, because I'm pretty vulnerable on here. So anyways, I'll see you in my next one.